Before we get started on today's video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the support in the my first video. I didn't think it would do as good as it did. I know it's not thousands or millions of views, but for where I'm starting at and where we're at, I think it did pretty well. I mean, I'm excited. If anything, it motivated me to keep pushing and to make a new video and keep going. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for the support and love. I'm only going to continue to keep going. Thank you, and let's get started, man. Now, when you think of video game to movies, what comes through your mind? Now, I feel like a lot of you said the Mario movie or Sonic, which good for you. Thank you. But today, we're not talking about the highs, we're talking about the lows. Like a Tekken movie, no bueno. Street Fighter had a lot of slop. Hopefully the new one is good, but for the most part, no. We don't have a lot of good video game to movie. And one of them, which we're talking about today, is a very bad one. Now, when I say Postal, what goes through your mind? Maybe the Postal Mail. I was hoping you would say the Postal Games, which, if you don't know, Postal is a series where the first one was very edgy and very controversial because the whole point of it was to go around and kill people. Like, that's the whole point of it. It's a side scroller. You're pretty much going through and just killing people. And it got a lot of heat, and I think Running with Scissors saw that and wanted to kind of change the series up a little bit. So it ended up becoming more comedy based, which it was more like dark humor. It would still have like edginess. Like, you could still go around and kill people if you wanted to. But with Postal 2, it gave you the option to play the game without killing nobody. Like, you literally can go through and not kill a single person. And it was supposed to be like oh well, if you decide to do it, that's on you, can't blame us. Which I applaud them for that, and I think that's very interesting. And I just wish that Uwe Boll, which I had to look up his name, I don't even know if I'm still saying it right, but Uwe, I wished he would have saw that and kind of used that with the script, because the Postal game or Postal movie is terrible. It is by far one of the worst movies I have ever seen, to the point where I had to watch it twice. First time I watched it was before I even planned on making a video. It literally was so bad when I first watched it. I was like, if I made a YouTube channel, I'm talking about this. And look at where we're at. So when I had to watch it the second time, that was depressing. I actually think that I grew something in my brain that's killing me and making me depressed because of how bad this movie is. And before we even talk about that, we gotta talk about the director. Now, Uwe, I don't think I've seen any of his other works, which honestly, after Postal, I'm gonna keep it like that. He's very interesting though, because of the fact that he has beef with people that review his movies in a bad light. And what I mean by that is he literally will fight you. And I think he's fought someone that reviewed his movie before. And I think he low-key whooped that dude's ass. So, Uwe, if you see this, please don't whoop my ass. I know this movie's terrible, but please don't do it. And if you do come up this way, I'm calling the cops on you. Simple. They're gonna have you arrested for making a shit movie and trying to put hands on me. I feel like this movie wanted to kind of take the chaoticness of the games, and it just didn't work. I mean, there are moments, which a few of them that I liked, Like the DMV scene, I thought it was straight from a Postal game. Like it's just shit happens and it just happens. Like it just there's nothing you can really do about it. I did like the whole crotchy doll subplot. I liked the person that they had. I can't think of his name, but I liked how he was supposed to be a international star and they kind of treat him like shit. It was pretty funny, I guess. And I did like the ending fight where it was just all the groups are just here. They're just there and then shit happens. Which I'm not saying that it's good, but I thought that was very interesting and I did kind of think it was somewhat Postal like. But everything else just fails miserably. Like, let's be real, it's just a dog shit movie. And honestly, to even get into it, you gotta talk about the main character, Axel, aka the Postal guy. I think the whole point of his whole character was to be shown as a loser, and that he was a guy that used to be tough and used to be cool, and then he stopped, he got married, and now he's a bit trying to be a businessman. He's broke, and he decides to do this heist, and it goes wrong, and he becomes a badass. Like, that's the whole plot, the whole character development of him, but I feel like it's not earned, and he just isn't really a compelling main character. And it's just all the jokes with him just really don't land. And to even really talk about that and explain why, I'm just gonna bring up the whole subplot with his wife. His wife is supposed to be a big obese woman. Literally, in the credit for her, her name's Bitch. Like, full blown, that's her name, is Bitch. And the whole point of her is supposed to be this big fat character, this big fat woman, and every guy in the town has hit. Like, that's literally her whole plot. And you see scenes like beginning, it shows Axel leaving, and his neighbor comes by and yells at him for a noise complaint. Mind you, his neighbor's wow, man, this Postal movie's messing me up. But his name, he's not, I don't even know his name. I don't think he's credited, but he's just this redneck, nasty teeth, fugly guy, right? And it cuts later on that he's banging his wife. And it's supposed to be funny, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He was complaining about the noise complaint, but afterwards he's like, don't worry about the noise complaint, you're good. And he proceeds to grab flour and pour it on her. And it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, she's just a fat slob. And it's like, that's not really funny. And throughout the movie, like near the end, you see this two officers are just pretty much tag teaming her. And it's supposed to be just like, oh my god, it's a callback, blah blah blah. And it's not funny. Like, he's just full blown not funny. And yeah, like, I don't know how else to kind of talk about that, but it's just so bad. And I think that they wanted to be edgy with like all their comedy, and it just does not land. Like, they have edgy racism, which is, it can be funny, but not in this movie. It just does not land. Like, one of the subplots and the people that we are seeing is supposed to be ISIS, and literally the movie starts with two ISIS members hijacking a plane, and while they're flying to their destination, they start talking about how, oh yeah, we're gonna get 99 virgins, and the other one's like, wait, it's supposed to be 100, and they're going back and forth like, nah, I think it's 99, and they're like, oh well, it's supposed to be 100, you're supposed to have 100. So then guess who they end up calling? They call Osama bin Laden, and he confirms, but he says, oh well, it's probably gonna be around 25, just because we have so many people that are you know, doing the thing, that the number has diluted down a little bit. So they're like, oh well, it's not worth it to do it for 25, so we're gonna end up just taking the plane where it's supposed to go. But the flight attendees break through and they get the controls back, but since we're fighting over the controls, they end up crashing the plane. And it's like, first of all, I feel like that skit has been done better. And second, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, maybe if I was, this came out what, '07? Maybe in '07, if I was older around that time, I would think it would be funny, but it's just not. And don't get me wrong, I love myself a little dark humor, edgy comedy, but this is just not good. Like, it's just full blown not good. And it's just like, I feel like this whole movie just has a bunch of racist stereotypes just to have them. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, let's get a stereotypical Asian. Let's have the black dude. Literally, I think, yeah, the only black character in the show, in the whole movie, is a cop. Let's have him act ignorant and blah blah blah. And there's a scene where they're at a traffic stop, and there's another stereotype again, an Asian driver. The light goes green, she's not driving, she's not moving. So the cop gets mad, goes around to her car and is like, lady, go. And she's saying a bunch of gibberish, trying to be just racist and be rude. And the cop just pulls out a gun, a big ass shotgun, shoots her, and goes back to the car. And his partner's like, why did you do that? He's like, oh, well, she called me the hard R. And then it cuts. It's like, bro, that's not really funny, and it's just dumb. Like, I think Uwe was like, no, it'd be funny. Let's have a stereotypical, stereotype Asian. She can't drive. She's struggling, right? And we're gonna have the only black character in the movie. He's gonna go around. He's gonna spit some game to her. She's not gonna listen. He's just gonna kill her. And then the dude's gonna ask him, the white officer's gonna ask him, why'd you do that? He's gonna say, well, I did it because she called me up when she didn't. And it's just like, man, oh man. Yeah, this just shit. It really is just shit. And it's like, I feel like this movie thinks it's meta and it thinks it's so funny, when in reality it's not. And it's like, we get scenes just like, I mean, randomly you see a baby get ran over just because. There's no punchline, no setup. It's just, oh, mom runs in distraught because a big ass van is coming, leaves the baby on the road, and just boom, gets hit. Another person gets hit by a car, and same thing. It's just, whoa, they got hit by a car just to, getting hit by a car is so funny, when it's not. We show the groups like ISIS and all that throughout the movie, and you see it cuts to Osama bin Laden talking to George W. Bush, and it's supposed to be like them calling each other and being like technically best friends, wink wink nudge nudge, you feel me? And it's just not funny. And I feel like the comedy in this movie is so bad. Like, they try and set up jokes with no punchline. Like, there's just no punchline. It just cuts to a different scene, and it's like, what was the whole point of that? Like, you wasted my time with this scene that's away from the main plot. It's a subplot away from the main plot. Editing Dre here. Master Uguay Bowl somehow found out about the video and hacked my camera, so the last bit of the video isn't there. But I just wanted to say that I think this movie thought that it was gonna be self-aware and have Uguay Bowl have a moment where a reporter asked him, hey Uguay, why do you make terrible video game movies? And it's like, moments like that, it's just like, bro, he really thought he was ahead of the curve, like, for real. And it sucks because they had J.K. Simmons in the movie, the J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson. It's like, bro, he must have had some dirt on him to get him in that movie. It's just sad. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and make sure you share. Comment down below what you liked about it, what you didn't, and some other video ideas. Thank you.